students, welcome to virtual class of Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai Education Department. I am Mrs. Akshata Kale and today we will learn English. Come on students, let us begin our lesson.
Let us learn one poem, in fact a happy poem from your English textbook. Okay? The name of this poem is Children Are Going to School. Dear children, this is a happy poem and here in this poem the nature is pleased to see that the children are going to school. Dear children, first we will go through the page of your textbook. This is page number 10. Here you can see a poem, Children Are Going to School. Dear children, if you have your textbook, please open the textbook page number 10. Okay? Now here we can see 3 stanzas, right? A little long poem. Yes, dear children, this poem originally is in Hindi, that is बच्चे स्कूल जा रहे हैं, and it is translated to English by Nida Fazli. Got this? A very nice poem, and in this poem the nature is described. It is pleased to see that the children are going to school. First, let us read this poem. Okay? Children are going to school. Morning light spreads over the earth. Once again, the sky bows his head in respect, for children are going to school. The sun, after his morning dip in the river, dressed up in his golden muslin turban, waits and smiles on one side of the road, for children are going to school. Next stanza. Through the green-topped branches, breezes sing their songs of blessings. Fragrant flowers awaken the sleepy roads with their melodies. At the corner of the lane, the people in his lush deep foliage waves his hands, for children are going to school. Angels of light have set out. Every road is a gleam. At this hour, every particle of the earth throbs like a mother's heart. Time, sitting on an old roof, flies pigeons in the sky, for children are going to school. Translated from बच्चे स्कूल जा रहे हैं by Nida Fazli. Dear children, here we came across so many elements of the nature like sun, sky, breeze, flowers, trees, etc. They are all happy, right? Why they are all happy? Because they saw that children are going to school. Okay? Now just now we read the poem. Now we will go through the poem and we will try to understand the meaning of this poem by stanzas. Okay? First stanza. Morning light spreads over the earth. See here, morning light spreads over the earth. Simple meaning. Means it is sunrise. Right? Morning light spreads over the earth. The sun rises in the east. Correct? It spread over the earth. Okay, once again the sky bows his head in respect, for children are going to school. Yes, here the children are going to school. They are moving to school, so sky bows his head in respect. Yes, it is very happy. It salutes the children because they are going to school. The sun, after his morning dip in the river, dressed up in his golden muslin turban, waits and smiles on one side of the road, for children are going to school. Yes, dear children, the sun, after his morning dip in the river, is dressed in his turban of golden muslin. Here muslin means that is a cloth, shiny soft cotton cloth. Okay, and turban that we wear around our head. Okay, I will show you the picture. The sun waits and smiles on one side of the road because he is happy to see that children are going to school. Okay, the pictures of these poem we'll see later. Here you can see the natural elements like sky and sun are described. Both are very happy to see that children are going to school. Dear children, see this muslin. This is a type of cloth. Okay, it is a soft cotton shiny cloth. Can you see here? Now see, this is a turban. Correct? This is a red color turban. We wear turban on our head. We'll move to second stanza. Through the green topped branches, breezes sing their songs of blessings. Fragrant flowers awaken the sleepy roads with their melodies. At the corner of the lane, the people in his lush deep foliage waves his hands, for children are going to school. Here, through the green topped branches. Green topped branches means branches with lots of leaves. So, through the green topped branches, breezes sing their songs of blessings. Breezes. Breezes means hawa. Okay, sing their songs of blessings. Yeah, they are moving through the green topped branches of trees. Sing songs of blessings. Okay, fragrant flowers awaken the sleepy roads with their melodies. Here, fragrant flowers means, fragrant means flowers having a pleasant smell. Got this? Okay, the flowers having the pleasant smells, they are awakening the sleepy roads with their melodies. Melodies means tunes or songs. Okay, the overall meaning is here, the flowers having a pleasant smell make the sleepy roads come awake with their songs. At the corner of the lane, the people in his lush deep foliage waves his hands. The peepal tree, a big peepal tree with lush deep foliage means, again here lush means here covered with healthy grass and plants. Yeah, foliage means greenery. The peepal tree with deep greenery means with full of leaves. It is waving its hand. Means here at the corner of the lane, the peepal tree from under his green leafy cover waves his hands. Why? Because children are going to school. Here also we can see the natural things, that is breeze. It is singing a song of blessings, and fragrant flowers. They are awakening the sleepy roads, and the peepal tree. It is waving its hand. Right? Why? Because they all are happy to see that children are going to school. So nice poem, isn't it? Here, breezes. See this? Hawa. fragrant flowers. Means here the flowers having a pleasant smell. Melodies means tunes or songs. Foliage. Foliage means greenery. Leaves and branches of plants which are green in color. Rich green, isn't it? Now we'll move to last stanza. Angels of light have set out, every road is a gleam. At this hour, every particle of the earth throbs like a mother's heart. Time, sitting on an old roof, flies pigeons in the sky, for children are going to school. Yes, dear children, here angels. Okay, the angels of light have made every road shine brightly. A gleam means shine brightly. Okay, at this hour, every particle of the earth beats like a mother's heart. Means here how the mother's heart beats to see the growth of the children, to see the improvement, to see the development of the children. She is very eager to see, right? Like that here, every particle of the earth throbs like a mother's heart with happiness. Time, sitting on an old roof, flies pigeons in the sky. Means time is sitting on an old roof, making the pigeons fly in the air. Why? For children are going to school. Here also, okay, we can see the natural elements, okay, like particles of the earth, right, and time. Got this, children? Means here in this poem it is described that the children are going to school. Because of this, our nature, the mother nature, is very happy, and it is showing its happiness with the help of with the help of so many elements like sky, sun, particles of the earth, time, then breeze, and the fragrance of the flowers, etc. Correct? Yes, very beautiful poem. A happy poem, isn't it? Now, here throbs, see the meaning. Beat or sound with a strong regular rhythm, pulse rate steadily. Now dear children, we will go through the pictures. Okay, children are going to school. Yes, nowadays we can't see this picture because of this pandemic. We all are at home, right? We are going through the online classes, we are attending online classes, and we are in the stream of education, right? Yes, we will pray to God and we will follow all the norms of the government so to come out from this pandemic, and again we will back to our happy days, isn't it? Okay, see this. The children, they are very happy to go to school, right? We can see the happiness on their face, isn't it? Am I right? These children, they are very happy to move inside the school. They want to enjoy their class along with their friends. Yes, we will go through the poem. Morning light spreads over the earth. Once again, the sky bows his head in respect, for children are going to school. Here the sun, after his morning dip in the river, dressed up in his golden muslin turban, waits and smiles on one side of the road, for children are going to school. Through the green-topped branches, breezes sing their songs of blessings, and fragrant flowers awaken the sleepy roads with their melodies. At the corner of the lane, the people in his lush deep foliage waves his hands, for children are going to school. Angels of light have set out, every road is a gleam. At this hour, every particle of the earth throbs like a mother's heart. Time, sitting on an old roof, flies pigeons in the sky, for children are going to school. Dear children, now I hope you understood about the poem, right? How it shows the respect and how it saluted the children who are going to school, right? Dear children, now we'll move to the exercise part. Find at least two things from the poem that show the following. First one is, it is a early morning. Yes, dear children, please go through the poem and tell me the lines which tells us that it is a early morning. See, this is the picture of early morning. Yes, here you can see the lines. Two lines you can see that tells us that it is a early morning. First one is, first line, morning light spreads over the earth. Isn't it? That tells us about the early morning. The second line is, the sun, after his morning dip in the river. That is also tells us about early morning. Isn't it? Now we'll move to the second one. The second one is, the atmosphere is pleasant, means happy. Atmosphere means here the surrounding is pleasant, the surrounding is happy. Here, first one is, breezes sing their songs of blessings, because they are very happy to see the children, they are moving to school, right? Here. Second is, fragrant flowers awaken the sleepy roads. Here you can see, right? The fragrant flowers means the pleasant smell coming out from the flowers. They are awakening and they are making the roads fresh, right? Here, apart from children, many natural elements are shown to act like persons. Name them and also write what they do. Yes, apart from children. Here, children, they are living beings, isn't it? Children, human beings, animals, they are living beings, isn't it? Now, apart from that, many natural elements like sun, breeze, sky, etc. are shown to act like persons, isn't it? We will list them out. Okay? Now, first one, sun. What is the action? Dipping in the river. Dipping in the river is a character of a person or living thing. Animals dip in the river, human being dip in the river, right? That is the character of a person or living thing, isn't it? That is connected to the natural element, that is sun. Second, sun, dressing up. Here also, dressing up. That is the character or the action of a person, action of a living thing, that is given to sun, right? Next, sun, waiting and smiling. Here again, waiting. We wait. we smile, right? The non-living things like sun, we don't use the words like wait and smile, right? These are the different actions they are used for the sun, right? Next is the sky, bowing his head in respect. We will go through all. The breeze, singing song. Breeze, sky, they are non-living, right? And they are given the characters of the living beings. Here, the people tree, waving his hand. People tree, it's the living, right? But it doesn't wave his hand, it doesn't have any hand. But the action of person is given to this. The flowers, they awaken the road, getting up, awaken, right? Here also the same thing is done. The particles of earth, throb. The particles, the small particles, dust particles of the earth, they are throbbing. Throbbing means, you know, right? Like a heartbeat. They are making a sound regularly or rhythm regularly. Time is sitting on an old rope. Time, that is sitting. Sitting is the characteristic of a living thing, right? So it is given to time. Here we have listed so many natural elements that are given the actions of a person, right? Next, here, draw a picture of the scene described in the poem. This is for you. You have to draw in your notebook. Morning light spreads over the earth. Angels of light have set out. Flying pigeons in the sky. You can try all the three, okay, in your notebook whenever you get the time. Next, here a project is given, that is sources of light. See dear children, here 4 questions are given. You have to make the project. I will help you in this. Okay, first we will go through the questions one by one and we will discuss in short. You have to write and you have to make the project. See, first question is list all possible sources of light which enables you to see. Because of light we can see, right? That we have learnt in EVS, isn't it? Okay, here we will list some of the sources of light. In short, see here, sun, moon, you can write stars, lamps, candles, torches, bulbs, fire, mobile phones, lantern, fire stick, whatever you can write. You can add to this list. These are all different sources of light. Am I right? Sun is the main source of light and moon we can see at night. Lamps, whenever the electricity it seizes, lamps, we lit the lamps, right? Candles, correct? And we use tube lights, bulbs, that LEDs, etc. Torch we use like this. These are all different sources of light. Because of these we are able to see the surroundings. The second question is collect as many pictures as you can or draw diagrams of all the sources you have listed above. Here you can draw sun, you can draw moon, then candle, bulb, torch, fire, mobile phone, right? All these you can draw in your notebook or in your project book. The next thing is think of different ways of classifying them. Yes, dear children, here we know we have listed some of the sources of light like sun. It is a natural one. Moon, again natural. Lamps, man-made. Isn't it? They are artificial. Candles, again man-made. Bulbs, again man-made. Stars, they are natural. Right? Like that we can classify the sources of light as natural and artificial. Or daytime you can see and night time you can see. Like a daytime you can see the sun and night time you can see moon, stars, etc. Right? And we can also classify them under the heading of electric and non-electric. Electric means here tube lights, bulbs, correct? And non-electric means candle, then lamps, that we can list under the non-electric, right? The last question is, what is your favorite source of light? Write its autobiography. What is your favorite source of light? My favorite source of light is sun. Okay, here I said that my favorite source of light is sun. Okay, what to do now? Write its autobiography. You know, dear children, the meaning of autobiography. We have already discussed about this word in the third lesson, that is autobiography of a great Indian bustard. Right? Autobiography means writing one's own life history, one's own experience, one's own feelings, isn't it? That is nothing but autobiography. Now we will try to write the autobiography of a sun. Okay? Now here the sun tells his life history, or sun is going to talk with us. Here we can write like this. Now I am sun, right? Hi, do you know who I am? I am the mighty, all-powerful sun. Mighty means strong. Yes, very big. I am the mighty, all-powerful. Sun is very powerful, isn't it? All-powerful sun. Now, dear children, remember that sun is talking to you. He is telling his own lifestyle. He is telling his experience. Okay? He is telling about himself. I call myself mighty and all-powerful because without me, there would be no life on earth. Without me, you, human beings, would not exist. You know that, right? You may think I am boasting when I say all this, but it is the truth. Though I am so very far away from you, I still give you heat, light and energy. Plants too need me to prepare their food. All the planets in the solar system revolve around me. I am actually a big ball of fire. I am made up of only gases. If you were very close to me, you would burn, and if you were very far from me, then you would freeze. People know my value. That is why many people pray to me every day. Yes, dear children, here I have written an autobiography of the sun in short. Yes, dear children, because this is my favorite source of light. If your favorite source of light is moon, then you can write an autobiography of the moon. Okay? Please try to write. I love my school. Do you?
Thank you very much for being a part of this lesson. Please subscribe to our channel and press bell icon to get new updated videos.